Daniel. I'm Bonnie DeShawn.
And I'm Javon Harley. The Traveling Eye is here in Florence.
The Tuscany region of Italy, in our opinion, is the most scenic.
Now this is the reason people come to the Tuscany region.
It's absolutely breathtaking.
It is.
The landscape is postcard and picture perfect. This place has to be special to have such greats as Botticelli and Michelangelo call it home.
We can see where they got their inspiration. We visited Pisa, Siena, and Florence, 3 of the 10 provinces of the Tuscany region, with our home base being Florence.
Pisa is the home to one of the most recognizable structures because of its flaw, the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Okay. They say when in Rome, however, we're in Pisa, and the thing to do in Pisa at the Leaning Tower of Pisa is to try to hold it up.
We challenged ourselves to climb the 300 steps to the top of the bell tower.
All right, at the top, but my friend Bonnie needed just a little break.
I needed a long breather. But we stopped at a good place because here's the bell of the bell tower, one of them. Dong. We only have one more flight to go to get to the very top. I'm gonna do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Finally, we're at the very top.
I did it thanks to my good old partner, Javon, cheering me on. Will I do it again? I'm going to save that for you.
The scenery up here is absolutely beautiful. The mountains in the background and the view of the town of Pisa is just absolutely breathtaking.
And the one thing I have to say is when you come to Italy, you must come to Pisa and you have to climb the tower. Otherwise, why come?
When we get down, we're going to reward ourselves with some gelato.
You got that right.
Did you think we were kidding?
In the Siena province, we visited the countryside of Valdorcia and the medieval towns of San Gimignano and Siena. All through the province of Siena, you'll find churches, towers, museums, and medieval architecture. But the main attraction is its classic Tuscan landscape and its natural beauty.
In the Tuscany region just south of Siena, we're in an area called Valdorcia.
And it's known for its pecorino cheese, which is made out of sheep's milk.
On the hills of San Giovanni di Asso is Vergelle, a converted farmhouse and cheese farm that produces pecorino cheese.
When you visit Vergelle, the family is all too happy to give you a tour of the cheese factory to see how the pecorino is processed and made. After your tour of the factory, relax and have lunch at their quaint restaurant. And don't forget to get some of that wonderful pecorino cheese.
Right down the road from Vergelle, and the perfect pairing with cheese, is the Podere La Vigna, a small family-owned winery in the Montalcino countryside that's surrounded by vineyards and olive groves. The Podere La Vigna produces selected clones of Sangiovese and the best olive oil Bonnie has ever tasted. The owner, Rubeni Adriano, gave us a first-hand look at how the wine is produced.
During our visit to Valdorcia, we stopped by to say hello to our travel agency, Together in Valdorcia, and spoke to the owner, Maria Elena Ciacci.
I see you have wonderful tours, but can you tell me about some of the service that one can expect when taking one of your tours?
Ok, allora, I nostri servizi sono l'accoglienza.
We have companies, wineries, places where we can offer you special wine and olive oil, cheese tasting, but they are special places with family conduction where you can really live the place. It's a real authentic way to live our land. We want you to live the magic part of it, what we live every day, in a better way.
The medieval walled city of San Gimignano is known as the town of beautiful towers.
San Gimignano is known as the city of towers. At one time, there was as many as 72 towers here, but today only 15 remain.
The towers are massive, square, but very elegant. And this medieval town has very narrow alleyways and fishbone pavement, and it sits on top of a hill that gives you beautiful and panoramic views.
In the Piazza del Duomo and across from the church is the Torre Rognosa, one of the tallest towers at 50 meters. Take a leisurely stroll around San Gimignano, take in its beauty and shop at its unique boutique stores.
Although Siena is a medieval town, it's known as the City of Art, with masterpieces from great artists of that time. Now, Siena is the epitome of beauty, and up to the end of the 16th century was the leader in the field of art in Italy and probably all of Europe.
Today, Siena's beauty is well preserved, from the cathedral with its Gothic exterior and Romanesque interior to the Piazza del Campo, the town square, which is the perfect place to dine, relax, and bask in the Tuscan sun.
Javon, Florence is just the way I imagined it, with the architecture and the narrow streets and even the name of our hotel.
The Hotel Mona Lisa is located in the ancient center of town. It's an elegant Renaissance palace, and it's furnished with antique furniture, oil paintings, and fine arts. And right now, we're in the Mona Lisa room, as evident with the many paintings of the Mona Lisa.
Back at our home base in Florence, the capital city of Tuscany, we met up with our guide Laura.
And welcome in Florence, because from Piazzale Michelangelo I want to introduce you my city. Here we can see all the highlights of Florence, this city where still now there's conserved the 60% of world's fine arts. From here you can see very well the symbol of Florence, the big red dome by Filippo Brunelleschi, still today the world's biggest dome. It's part of the Duomo, the Cathedral of Florence, and this is a 13th century church.
During our walking tour, we visited the landmarks that have made Florence famous, like the Cathedral of Santa Maria del Fiore and the Ponte Vecchio, or Old Bridge that crosses over the Arno River and still houses merchants today.
We also walked through the Piazza della Signoria, where a replica of Michelangelo's David can be found. The original is in the Accademia Galleria.
Laura saved the best for last and took us to her favorite spot and the best view in town.
Okay, Bonnie, what a day, what a day. We had such a wonderful time in the city of Florence, seeing all the wonderful sights, and now here we are atop of the city.
You know, you see it down below and you experience it, but seeing it from this level is just breathtaking. It's almost overwhelming. It's so beautiful.
It really is. And to be able to see all of the things that we saw today from this bird's eye view in an area that's called Michelangelo's Square, or Belvedere, which in Italian means beautiful view.
Yes, yes, and that it truly is. You know, I can't wait to leave so I can come back to Florence.
That's right. Well, certainly one of the things that you want to do when you come to Florence after a long day of touring is to come here to Michelangelo's Square and take in the beautiful view.
I'm Bonnie Duchamp.
And I'm Javon Harley. This is The Traveling Eye for BlackAtlas.com from American Airlines.